Hi, I'm Sheila Howard. I just wanted to share about the 10-year history of Life Church. I wasn't here from the very first day, maybe the second day, I don't know, but was here from the beginning, and just wanted to share, looking back at what the Lord has done in this ministry and how He has brought me into this place and how He's brought others into this place, and just the vision that Pastors Johnny and Amy have had, and how they have just stepped with one step at a time through obedience and listened to our hearts. Those of us that have been brought in, they've listened to us and valued what the Lord has been showing us along the way. So for me personally, what had happened was I was part of some prayer ministry here in Washington. Just found myself connected with people who were intercessors for this city and for this region, literally prayer walking through Washington, and even this building, having the Lord just have me stop at this building and lay hands on the doors of Life Church when it actually was another church, and just feeling like the Lord was saying, this place has destiny. This building has destiny, and not knowing that years later, here we are, this is our church building. But getting to know Pastors Johnny and Amy over the years through different things, I knew of them, I knew who they were, had sort of a casual relationship of seeing them at different youth events with my kids, and having them take one of my daughters to Brownsville on a week-long trip, which was a huge blessing, and just seeing their hearts for God and for kids, to see them fulfill their destinies. My daughter in particular was wonderful. I got involved with going down to Weirton. I met them, got to know them better there, part of some women's ministry things. And then fast forward a few years later, at Weirton, there were tent meetings for a summer, and I was going and taking a friend with me that, just being part of that and seeing the Lord move there. But I was sitting behind them during one service, and what came back to me was a prophetic word that somebody gave me, that you're called to a community that you might not feel like you want to go to. You're called to a people group that you may not want to go to. And in that calling, there's a woman who has, and they described Pastor Amy's hair exactly. Thank you, Gino, whatever you did to make her hair look like that. Because it really was, I was sitting behind her about 10 rows back, and the Lord spoke to me in that tent meeting and said, that's who I was talking about that's who I was talking about. And that was the tent meeting where Pastor Bob called them up and released them to come to Washington. And when he was praying over them, I saw like a waterfall flow over them. And that scripture about the water going from the sanctuary out into the streets just spoke to me. And the Lord said, when they go with them. So He called me. I know without a doubt He called me to be part of this. And I've watched them just love on people. I've just watched them love on people. We quickly got invited to come into some three-quarter houses in Canonsburg. Pastor Johnny was going there, then Pastor Amy and I went, and I watched their genuine hearts. It's hard to be a Christian for a long time and really know pastors who really carry the heart of God, the heart of the Father. And I watched them come into the three-quarter house, going in there, stepping over maybe some bags of trash even, and loving on those ladies, loving on those guys where they were. I remember sitting in a kitchen with all the ladies from the group, and Amy and I were praying with them, talking to them, ministering to them. Pastor Johnny came in, and he was done with what he was doing with the guys, because they don't talk as much as the ladies. And he came in, and I just watched those ladies, their hearts hunger for the heart of a dad. And that's what Pastor Johnny carries. That's what Pastor Amy carries, the heart of a mother. They're the real deal. And that's why I believe this ministry has grown, and people have been called in, even around the world. You've seen people respond to the genuine heart of God. So I'm just excited 10 years have gone by pretty quickly, and just excited what he's going to do in the next 10, 20, in the generations that follow us.